Good morning, gamers. Just doing final preparations for the duel of Lucid and Barcaii. So I'll be a minute. And let me know what you think of the sound. New setup, new mic. Well, not a new microphone arrangement. It's a little deeper, a little more cathedral-like. I kind of like it. It also seems to be better on noise. Okay, we're starting the game. Process is up and running, and yeah, I don't have too much to say just yet, but let's get it all started. Lucid and Barcaii are ready to go, sitting in their corners, their selected corners. In this corner, we got Lucid from Lucid Tactics playing Sceleria, and in his opposing corner, we have Barcaii running Naba. Right. I'm not very good at that. Never was a boxing announcer or anything like that. All right, let's see if we got a game. If we got a game. Network. Are we running? We are running. All right, turn one is up. Now I gotta jump out and jump back in. Hey, you want to spore a guess? It's just started. Just started. So I can't see anything with Omni yet. This is the short gauntlet map made by Executor, I believe. Pretty sure I confirmed that. And we'll see them start in the next turn. So I show as played, and there is a channel on Lucid server for the action. I just got to pop over the channel. And see. Okay, we're up and running. I just wait for them to play their first turn because there's not a. So on the map, we can see, I believe these are the designated start locations. It'll be random who gets which one. The omniscient start location I preset with the spec start command to be sure it was where it is. And then the only throne is this one here, which is set up so basically you cannot access it. You can see when I click on it, there's no way to get to it. There's some debate that maybe you could teleport there, but I believe somebody was saying that if it has no connections, it's effectively infinite range. And even teleporting cloud bees cannot get there. So I'm just going to go confirm in the channel, and let me put up a link to the channel if you want to see the players talking to each other. Right here we are. So grab a link to that. And I will paste it in the actual chat. Here we are. That should work. Okay. So if you want to watch if you want to read what they have to say to each other, that's where you'll find it. I'm going to move this to a little bit different place. A little bit smaller. Whoops. Sorry. There we go. That works better. Okay. We wait a little bit. So I believe I mentioned that Lucid is playing Sceleria. and Barcaii is playing Naba. Now I'm going to bring across briefly the actual dueling tournament. This is the exhibition duel. It's almost over. This is the final. But we also have the full tournament is underway and getting organized. So you can see we've got almost, oh, why did it put that there twice? Well, that's kind of wonky. Okay, I got a little glitch down here. That is incorrect. Oh, this should be 17. That's why. There we go. Let's fix that. There we go. So we've almost filled a full bracket of 16 for the full tournament. Let's just pop back to the game. Nope. Still nothing happening there. Yeah, they're just kind of getting their first turn up and running. I'm just going to ask them if we're good to go. Okay, game has started. Timer. Okay, it's paused. Well, it doesn't matter if it's paused or not. They will play at the speed that they play. It will be interesting to see their blasts. I was given a preview of Naba's Pretender, but I'm not really set up to show that here. But we'll see it quickly enough. Quite soon, we'll see it. Okay. All right, so I am live, gentlemen. Bum, 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 bum. So we might want to have a look here. Might be fun. Let's just, while we're waiting, go turn on the mod inspector. We're playing effectively a completely vanilla game. So this is actually a middle age game. So we want Sceleria. So I'm not terribly familiar with Sceleria. So it's very much going to be worth keeping an eye on what Lucid goes for. Got a lot of pages open at the moment, so I'm jumping back and forth while I'm talking. So I think he's probably, there's a good chance he's going to work with the cultists. Okay, turn's done. Get my new turn. Then I pop back out so that I don't hold up the turn. Now we can see some stuff. So messages wise, there was profit made by Naba. So here's Sceleria. He's got Velites, Legionaries, and Rotarius. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. And for Naba, we see Desert Warriors, Elite Soldiers. Sorry about that. I gotta move the mod inspector out of the way. So let's zoom in here. Okay. So here we have Barcaii. He's got an Awake Great Sage. Okay. All right. So he's going with an Awake Bless and a Researcher. I think that's safe to say. And what about Lucid? Looks like Lucid does not have a Pretender out yet. So he might have gone dormant. Or he may have even gone something even more extreme. Now let's see. These are very good scales. He went with growth. He's going to try to keep his people alive. Oh, wow. This is a scales build. Huh. Interesting. What about the scales for Naba? Got here. Fairly terrible. Yes. Okay. So Awake, Blessed, Researcher. All right. Well, Jonas, does that kind of answer your question? We kind of have some basic ideas of what the blesses are. We don't know the details yet, but will be interesting. It will be interesting. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, thanks, man. That's great. That is very nice. Um, hmm. Okay, guys. We're just waiting on Barcaii here. So I don't know what else I could do. Oh, we should maybe look at the independents. What's it got? Foul spawns and blowpipes and vinemen. Heavy cavalry. Scale death. Well, it's a duel, so okay, turns up. Should have a little more to look at this time. So a hint here for me with omniscience, if I pop out and pop back in, it marks me as done, and therefore I don't hold these guys up. So we have an expansion. Let's check the message. So they each expanded. And let's watch this. See what we've got happening. Okay, some camels. Camels are always good with the crazy hawks. And so this, I think, basically a start army. Got some sacreds here. No, no sacreds. All right. And the prophets come along. Oh, we can see the bless on the prophets. Let's take a look at his bless. Attack 2, defense 3, reinvigoration 2, magic resistance, regeneration, and combat speed. Interesting. Okay. So a relatively light bless. But on the other hand, he's got some pretty serious research capability. That great sage is going to have quite solid research. These guys have short bows. Okay. These guys are pretty tanky. Size 3. 25 hit points. Okay. Fairly straightforward stuff. Of course, the hawks kind of do a fairly serious job of messing around with the formation of the independents, and he's got it there. Okay. Yeah. He's got it pretty good. The only thing that sort of went a little bit awkward for him is some of the militias got past his front line, because that front line was fairly small. So he lost 4 of his short bows. Not too troublesome. Okay, let's have a look over here at Mr. Lucid. He lost a little bit of Velites. Uses Rotarius. And he took on a fairly basic army. Now, Rotarius, I believe, are gladiators. They're only good for 1 battle. Unless they've been wounded or hit. Okay. Javelins throw. Javelins do a good job. Front line holds. The Rotarius smacked the holy crap out of everything. And off they go. Oh, and the turn is over, so I have to exit here and get my new turn. Messenger from Nevada, Knights, Heavy Cav, and Cataphracts. Yes. Yes, his independents are not easy. Where'd he go? Not easy. Oh, how'd he get over here? Whoa, look at that. Oh, geez. What a nuisance. Some stupid villains. So he's got Knights here. Heavy Calves. Where do you see the Cataphracts? I didn't see the Cataphracts. Yes, not all that simple. Okay. Well, this is a little awkward for him. Okay, what's he buying? Jan Guards. Okay, he's buying Jan Guards at home. The Great Sage. We also might want to take a quick look. I think we're going to see something interesting here. So, provinces. A little bit awkward for Naba. Research. Look at Naba go. Look at him go, yeah. That was definitely another West North Maths. Yes. Hey, Kidson. How you doing? But this is awkward for Naba. I mean, that's not going to be hard to... Oh, he didn't buy any PD. No, sir. He forgot to buy PD. Whoops. Whoops. Glitchy, glitchy. That's a challenge. And what about Lucid here? What's it got happening? These guys are playing pretty quick, so I better do my quit. Come back in so I don't hold them up. Okay, well, Nabag will clear this these villains extremely easily. So he's not significantly behind. But just a little bit of PD would have helped him there. And Jaguar Priests, Warriors, Slingers, and everything else, and he just wiped them. He just wiped them. Oh, he's only got a few Retarius left. And it looks like he just kept them back. Man, it's hard to kill Tower Shield, guys. It's just definitely hard to kill Tower Shield, guys. Yeah, yeah, skipping out on PD. It was probably just, they're playing fast. They're playing quite fast. So he probably just forgot to do that little step, pressing the D key and the up arrow and 6 times. Or 1 time. Either way. Either way works. So did Lucid get as nasty a starting? Well, Barbarians, no. Lucid got significantly easier independence. If you put 6 PD and still lost villains, yes, I would feel bad for it too. But I think even 1 PD might have done the job there. Hey, Loggy, how you doing? Yes, that's kind of funny. So how's the sound, guys? This is a new microphone. The microphone's not new. I've had it quite a long time, but I haven't been using it because I needed a boom, and what I had before was a little desktop tripod, and that was not terribly successful because a desktop tripod was mucking me up, and it was catching every little click I made. So I finally got a better setup. Oh, there you go. Why I didn't know that shift and up arrow did 5. I mean, I've never found the 5 times up arrow was too much of a problem, but it's kind of funny. Sounds good. The sound is good. Okay. All right. So we've got, and I need to exit and jump back in. So Lucid expanded twice with Velites and Long Deads, Velites and Legionaries, and a few Retarius. And Barcaii decided to come backwards. Now, where are the rest of his guys? Oh, he joined them up. Right? Yeah, some John guards here. Where'd they go? Where does Pretender go? Why do I not see the Pretender? Okay. What's going on here? Well, maybe they just went into hiding. That's kind of weird. Okay, well, the villains are done. So no big deal on the villains. I'm just wondering why I can't see any other Nebian units right now. That's kind of tricky. Definitely kind of tricky. So this army looks like this one here to his east looks pretty small. Not very significant. It showed a little bit larger last turn. Now it's down to 20. So it's probably in about that 30 range with militias and light cavalry. So probably about 5 heavy cavalries. So now for Lucid here, Velites, and so this is another straightforward move. Same kind of move he made before. I got another message from Nabah this turn. Okay, I'll go read that in a second here. Thanks, Loggy. Somehow or other I missed that. Okay, I don't think we need to see this. There's nothing here. What about the messages here? Nabah. I always put 6 PD except when I forget. Thanks, Luggy. I've never played Nabah. I watched a little of some stuff from Balls, and I've never actually played them. So I don't know all the ins and outs, and we're moving pretty quick, so I don't really have time to jump over to the mod inspector. All right, has he got anything funky going on here? He had some Long Dead. Okay, good number of them. And there's a cultist. Does he bless? And will we see his bless? He did not bless. He may not even have a bless. I wonder if he just went without a bless. Wouldn't that be funny? So he did a little buff ski on the Long Dead, Unholy Power. Oh, there we go. The Wolf Tribe Shaman's tossing a few Vine Arrows. He's got some of his Rotarias coming forward on a flank. So he spaced them. What's their combat speed? 9. These guys are probably slower. No, they're 10. So he's just trying to get him around the flank. Okay, and the annoying barbarian commander rushed up front. Well, that's quite a few Rotarius that are going to disappear, I suspect. Some of them hit, so what do they cost again? Do we see? No, we don't see it here. I'd have to look it up. Okay. All right, so sitting here on turn 5. A little bit of a stumble on the part of Nabah. I think it's manageable. Undead leadership on his bless? Probably. We could have looked at that. We might see that because undead leadership is you don't have to cast the spell. No, we can't. I can't really see anything. Oh. But you're right, Loggy. He probably did take a little bit of undead leadership. I mean, why not? Alrighty. New turns here. Okay, we'll pop out and pop back in. So looks like 2 more expansions for. But let's go to Nabah first and see what's happening. Oh, he took one of the tough ones. All right, let's watch it. Did he bless at the very end? Well, thank you. I'm glad you caught that. We'll see it soon enough anyways. So is the guy to say, is that the, no, that's his prophet. What's this guy? Oh, Mukarib. Okay. And there's his blast. Right. Okay. We saw that before. Does he have some Janguard in here? There they are. Here's the Janguard. And he's tucked them in behind his Adite Elite. Okay. So he's changed up his formation for this one. No, he's actually going to let the archers take the lance hits. Well, they're holding off the heavy cavalry quite nicely. This guy's doing a good job. Missed the knight, missed. Hit him hard with the scimitar. Camel rider hit him. Oh! Great, thanks, Jakob. Hope you pronounce it Jakob. Jacob if you want, either way. Okay, that was pretty clean. Yeah, that was definitely quite clean. Very minimal losses. So nice, so we cleared those knights. He was worried about that. Well, he's not going to have much trouble with heavy cavalry, so he's going to clear some things nicely now. Hopefully he can split into 2 expansion parties fairly soon. Now, we wanted to see if we can figure out Lucid's bless. So here we don't have a bless, and this was very straightforward, just bear tribe. I don't think we particularly need to watch that unless we have extra time. Have we got the cultist here, so let's see if we can catch his bless. So I'm quite curious about his bless. Okay, more or less same formation. Looks like he lost about a third of the Rotarius from last turn. Didn't come back. They had fulfilled their one fight contract. Oh, so the archers are shooting at the Rotarius. I can't remember. Protection of only 12. So they're a little vulnerable to short bows. Not too bad. Got some javelins. And smackety smack, here goes the nets. Alright, have we got a bless yet? Not yet. Okay, I'll keep my eyes peeled for that bless. He's losing a few long dead, but not too many. And the fight is basically over, and now he's blessed. So, what do we see? Wow. Okay. So if he's got more bless, it must be incarnate, because this is a fairly inexpensive bless. Just fire resistance and undead leadership. Good noticing. I'd have to look it up because I don't remember exactly what unholy power does. So I'll take a moment to look that up. But let's move out of here. They are Lucid is still working. So graphs wise, let's see the status here. Okay, research. Well. So Nava is going to play for some mage support, probably quite early, or thugs, something like that. He's really chunking away on the research. And it's kind of hard to see the colors here for Sceleria, but there it is. So he's done no research at all whatsoever yet. Boy, that was redundant. Multiple words saying the same thing. Provinces, well, Lucid's got an advantage there, but not a huge surprise. Gem income. Okay, we're absolutely neutral there. Nobody searched. Dominion is fine. Army size. Okay. +4 attack and combat speed. Thanks, Loggy. I figured you'd know. I just don't play the dead nations very often. Very often? Maybe ever? I mean, I fight them, but if I've ever played any of the other than the only dying Dominion nation that I kind of have liked is Late Age Villiers. And that's kind of a meme thing, in that I find the theme or the meme of Villiers hilarious, so I go for it. Beyond that, there's not a heck of a lot else to it. Okay, turn's done. New turn. 3 expansions by Lucid. Ooh. You don't have a lot of time to recover in these duels. Okay, did Nabah send the whole thing? 5 Gen Guards, 7 Camels, and the Mukarib. Okay, so he should be, we can't really tell, but I bet you he's putting together a second expansion party. I hope he is. He's got 2 Camel Riders sitting here. Oh, he's buying them foreign recruit. Okay. So I hope he can expand a little bit faster coming up. We're on turn 7. I don't know. Oh, look at Lucid. He's just making a beeline for his opponent because they know where each other are. There's no trouble with that. And this is okay. Attrition is going to start burning these guys out because he hasn't reinforced these guys, I think, since they left the capital. What's he got here? Lots of long dead. A few Velites. Okay. So, but that did in 30 barbarians for quite low cost. What we got here? Okay, just a handful of long dead and Savelites. Well, that was cheap. Okay, I need to do a bio break and grab my coffee. So let me put my away screen. Alrighty, I'm back. That was quick, and I see the turn's up. So let's pop out, get the new turn. Oh, maybe it isn't. Is this a new one? Oh, we saw this one already. Okay, new turn's not happened yet. Kind of weird. Kind of weird, kind of weird. I'm just going to see. Okay, turn 4, turn 7. We're still sitting on turn 7. So, we can have a look, see. Really wasn't anything to see here. Sensor is very standard. Okay. So this is an inexpensive expansion. I don't see anything too exciting going on there. Pretty straightforward. All right, we'll pop out. And this is the one that's interesting because he's grabbing the middle of the map. So that's going to put some pressure on the Ba. Also like to see, was there anything interesting or exceptional here? Nope, that's same formation. So the archers start out in front. Camel riders are shooting as well. Okay, he's tossing out a little bit of luck, right? Yeah, he's tossing out a little bit of luck. So a little bit of point buffing with the Mugarib. That's solid. Never hurts. So now we know that one of his research targets has been alteration. And so with Astral Ones, that opens up some good options. Okay, this Jan guard lost his glamour. He took a bit of a beating, but with free gen, his chances of getting afflictions are quite low. And these guys got to the back quite efficiently. What's their combat? Oh, nice. Oh, 15, yes, but he took combat speed. Okay, that's a good decision, I think. Okay, I think we've seen what we wanted to see there. Well, I hope he gets more expansion parties going. That's the big thing, I hope. And the turn is up. Okay, we'll pop in and we'll pop out. Oh gosh, the bad luck is just giving him a heck of a time. Oh, the Independents attacked a Malika. So has he got gear on this yet? What was this Malika doing? Oh yes, it's geared. Look at that. Seriously geared. And off she goes with the fire shield. So what'd you guess? Just blessing, iron skin, and fire shield. Okay, so protection at 27 with fire shield. She's gonna be very hard to hit. Cheap astral item, cheap fire item, cheap earth item. Very solid, very solid. It's a dangerous thug this early in the game. Yeah, and they just can't touch her. I mean, she's not killing quickly. If they were melee troops, they'd have killed quicker. So let's take a look. So she took that province, and then there was an event coming back at her. So, and he expanded here. That one went nicely. Lost a couple of his short bows, but that's start army. So, is he collecting these camels? He is. Okay, so there's 4. So he's collecting them, putting them together. He's got some camels here. Has he site searched? We don't see any sites yet. Let's take a look at graphs. Gym income. Oh, Lucid found a site. Let me see. Let's take a look here. Do we see any sites? There we are. Lava Lake. Yeah. As soon as they go into melee, they're going to die. Oh, look at that. So these guys have bumped up towards each other. It is kind of funny, isn't it? Yeah, having them whack away on the Malika there. Okay, so the first Malika is out and about and geared. So we don't see much here, of course, but that's due to that special ability of Nabat. And it even screws up with Omniscience. Omniscience can do a lot, but there's stuff it can't see. Still, this is kind of fun. It's kind of exciting. Some of the more interesting streams I've ever done. And we, just as a bit of a promotion, the first round and some of the first bouts of the real tournament, rather than this exhibition round, have already gotten started, or at least the channels are made and are organized. So you'll start seeing those coming up. Now there's a mix between, some of them are going to be live streamed, but some are not. Some of the players have decided to go for a longer format. And that's fine. You know, I said I want it to be as inclusive as possible. So if you've got anything, this is quite large. No, it's about the same as it was. So he's just steadily moving outwards. And steadily moving outwards. Still not seeing anything too different. Fairly straightforward. It's good coffee. Good coffee. Alrighty. Nope, there's no chat going on. So I don't think... So this is the only site found so far. I believe Lava Lake shows up on its own. I can look that up, but not while we're busy doing all of this stuff. All right, any questions? Anything anybody wants me to take a look at? I don't see too much. Oh, we could see that. They can't. Free library, free gold mine, free arena. He got a gold mine. That's a nice treat. Definitely a nice treat. That didn't show on the graphs because it's not gems. Yeah, see, there's another lava lake. We got a merman village. Well, somebody might actually get a little bit in the water. That'd be entertaining. Gum with flavor. All right. Now we wait. Do we see anything else in the score graphs? Research. No, same thing. We've still got Sceleria and has done no research yet. So he's just going plain troops. Plain troops. Interesting that he's still got fairly good income. That reminds me of something I do want to take a quick... the turn is up. Let's pop up. Okay, here's the new turn. Let's repeat that process. So, 2 efforts of expansion each. No! I'm being attacked by a holy fire. How exciting. And which way did they expand? Okay, Lucid is filling out in this direction, and he chose to take on some heavy cavalry. Okay, losses were a little heftier with that, but the Rotarius are probably curious to see. This is probably the Rotarius did the job of cleaning this up. So he's letting the long dead do the soak, the land soaking, predominantly. Yeah, there you go. And then the Rotarius get in there, toss out some nets, trident away the heavy cavalry, some javelins. Yeah, the Rotarius are a good proportion of how he dealt with the heavy cavalry. So definitely some banish coming in there. Other than that, though, it's a pretty basic fight. I went quite clean. Well, I would say Rotarius should pay off when it comes to how is their dominion growing. Turn on candles. Not a great deal of dominion growth for Sceleria. Pretty minimal. And look at that. Yeah, so he's got, what has he got? 6 candles. Yeah, he's got 6 candles. Over here. So better spread for Nabat, but lower starting dominion. But he did pick a rainbow, so You got that could be very well, Jacob. I really don't ever play it. I know Lucid plays it quite a bit, so he knows the routine. And there definitely are quite a lot of long dead buzzing about. This, I imagine, this is the Malika. She took out a bunch of fishmen, Ictiids. Anything changed here? I doubt it. Nope. Same stuff, same script. 1, 2, 3. A cold bolt. Does she have cold resistance? She does not. But that's pretty unlikely to hit. Yeah, it didn't even come close. And then she's going to go flying into the back. Oh, she added temper flesh this round. I just noticed that. They got a net on her. But trouble is, they just melt to the fire shield. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, fish boys. That was fun. Does he have a second Malika out? It looks like he does not, because this is a conventional expansion with no losses whatsoever. Here for Sceleria. Okay, we looked at that one. Yep, we watched that one. And the other one was here. This is almost just Longdead. Oh no, quite a few Retarius. It's like he held them back. I'm guessing he held them back because it was just Bear Trap. Yes, sir. They're way back. They're not a guard commander, though, because there's too many of them. But he kept them way to the back. And they end up getting just in time, so... Oh, look at that. Some of his legionnaires ran away. He still won. So one Retarius, only one, actually made a hit. And therefore its contract ended. Okay. Well, I think I've seen everything there really is to see. Have a nice sip of coffee here. Well, good grief. Sorry about that. Drank the coffee down the wrong pipe. Eyes are watering and nose is running, and oh my gosh. What a goofy thing to have happen. All right, we're just waiting on Lucid. I'm going to pop out over to the text chat. Nope, no action there. So they're not trash talking each other. They are busy. Well, they're playing fast. They're playing nice and fast. What are we at? 43 minutes. And some of that was just set up coming on turn 9. So they're playing nice and quick. Not crazy quick. But both of these guys have been thinking hard for quite a few days, planning their pretenders, preparing. They've had a week to sort of make the decisions on how they were going to play this bout. And this one doesn't have any sort of major cachet or major kudos attached because I needed this little exhibition bracket. We could just pop back to that bracket briefly. So the idea here was just so that I could confirm some of my ideas for selection rules for nations, as well as selection rules for maps, things that worked well without being too complicated and without sort of, I don't know, over nerdifying this thing. And if this dueling stuff really catches on, I'll expand it. I'll start another bracket. Oh, hang on, I gotta answer the phone. So I'm gonna All right, I'm back. Just had to deal with that quick phone call. Do we have a turn? Do we have a turn? We do. So let's pop out, get the new turn. Pop in. Oh, we got messages. I'll deal with those in a minute. Taking a risk this turn. Jumping on a fort under construction without a retreat path. Can lose my Malika there. Ooh. But I think taking out a fort and a temple is worth the risk. Hope it doesn't complete this turn. Okay. Well, that should be entertaining. 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks by Naba and 3 attacks by Sceleria. Yes, Fire Shield's going to hurt. It's definitely going to hurt. So, where should we start? Well, let's start from Naba's capital. And here we have a Malika taking out Bloodhenge Druids very effectively. Okay, I'll come back to watch that if I get a chance. So what have we got here? A Malika, a Mukarib, and some Janguard. Oh, we lost the Mukarib. That kind of sucks. What do we have here? Malika on her own against Sceleria, and she won. She absolutely won. Oh, nice move, bringing a single scout there. Just a little bit of upfront bait. That's good scripting. That's a good trick to pull. Smart, dudes. Smart. Like it. Okay, we got the same buff. Blessing, Fire Shield, Iron Skin, Fire Shield, Temper Flesh. And when she gets there, we'll take a look at her fatigue. So where's she landing? Where'd she go? Oh, she's way back there, taking out the cultist. Alrighty. Dead cultist. And now she goes for the priest. Look at that. Look at that. Well, 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 that paid off. Definitely paid off. So the total was a small amount of PD, probably looks like 10, and a cultist and a priest. I didn't see if there was a temple there before. Howdy, Desanger. Desang. Hopefully my French accent is half-assed decent. Right pronunciation. The blood. So here for Naba. So Naba has wiped out a fort under construction and what looks like possibly a temple that had already been built. We can't really tell because we can't go backwards, but that's sure what it looked like. And here we've got a moderate Scalerian army threatening and a bunch of extra long deads and a reasonably solid Nabaean army. Are they going to bash it out against each other? So we've got 1, 2, 3 Malika out, right? 1, 2, 3 Malika. We didn't look to see if this one's geared yet. Yeah, go Barcaii. Absolutely. That was a big move. Okay, this one is ever so slightly less, doesn't have the extra helmet, but otherwise same gear. And this one, that's the one we saw has been active for quite a while. This one here, let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look. She is not geared. Okay, she's here as a battlecaster, I'm guessing. She did a, what's her name? Her name is Yamila. And Yamila casts so far just Blessing. Okay. So he's kind of missing. He had those archers in front before saved this guy. She's doing an earth meld. He's doing a body ethereal. Okay. So he's got alteration 4 and he's doing some body ethereal. Well, she got some of her own guys in the earth meld. But still, a few too many of the Jans went tearing off to the back. Okay. I don't know who he body ethereal. These guys are cheap, I think, relatively. Too bad he got killed, though. But that's very livable. Yeah, the Jan guards can take the heavy cavalry, but with only 2 of them there, It's taken them a while to kill them. Oh, sadly, the body ethereals went out getting on the camel riders, which isn't really where you need them. Okay, now the Janguard are going to start working their way backwards. Possibility here might be to use 2 squads of Janguards and 2 different scripts. It's just an idea. I'd have to test it, but anyways, this went fine. Okay, now we got anything special here? Lost a cultist, bunch of long dead, 7 heavy cavalries, 3 lights, militias. That's pretty hefty losses, to be honest. He won, but the losses were quite heavy. Got a little bit of time. The turns aren't in. Do we have anything really to show for this? So how did he lose the cultist? Did the militias get around the flank? It's kind of what it looks like. Yeah. I agree with you, Loggy. I mean, that makes sense. But, I mean, I think he would have wanted it on the Janguard if he could, but whatever. The Malika and the Astral guy in the same square was a good move. I don't know if they needed to be in front, if they were just going to be casting, because the range of body ethereal is not too bad. The casting AI for that stuff is funny. We did some live stuff a year ago, trying to figure out, very much the specifics of all of that. I haven't really needed to do really complicated point buffing since, so I haven't put more time into it. It's on my list of various things to do, but you know how to-do lists go. Okay, I think we've seen everything. We're just waiting on the turn. I'll just pop out and see. First blood, burn the heretics to the ground. Okay, that was a comment from Barcaii in the text chat for this game. Everybody knows where to find. Hey, how's it going? Well, Lucid and Barcaii are bashing senseless on each other. And it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Definitely this was an interesting turn. New turns here. Okay, let's pop out and see the action. Oh. Okay, he made a profit. Sceleria Lucid made a profit. So we have 1, 2, 3 attacks by Nava. And 1 attack by Sceleria, and then something independent came at him. So let's take a look on the map and see what's happening. Oh my. All right. Sceleria pushed, Nava pushed on Sceleria. He just killed some PD. So I don't think we need to. Yeah, I'm not going to watch that. He's summoning Long Dead here, reanimating. I see. Oh, he tried taking Lizard Warriors and Crocodiles with just Bellites. Which is which just joined. Lucid is playing Sceleria here. And Barcaii is playing Nava. And last turn, you missed it, Barcaii dropped a Malika on top of a fort Lucid was building right here and destroyed it. So initiative is somewhat in the hands of Nava and Barcaii right now. So here's one of his Malika running about. If you want to see, here's his basic setup, basic script. Yeah, Lucid is Sceleria. So he's doing Blessing, Iron Skin, Fire Shield, and Temper Flesh. Now, how's his fatigue here? Oh, good, 34. And he has a bit of reinvigoration. She has a bit of reinvigoration and quite low encumbrance. This one does not wear a helmet. And of course, the weapon is not particularly critical, because the idea is the damage is done by melee guys hitting her fire shield and burning themselves. And that they do very, very quickly. Oh, and look at that. The crossbows have given up and they're rushing forward. Yeah. But Lucid isn't doing the Malika. Or do you mean, oh, Sceleria is Lucid Classic, yes. Well, she took a whack. Minor one. Oh, she's got a nice heroic. Iron Will. Well, that's not bad. You know, on something like this, you might want something different. And that's that. Fight's over. Yep, fight's over. Okay, what else? Lucid is keeping a solid army here, quite close to Nabah. And over here, oh, an iron mine. Wow, mixed bag there. Here's another Malika. I think this is the other Malika that is well active. Now she got Valor. Okay, so eventually it might be useful to bring it back to lead, but I think we're safe to say this will be the same script. Yeah, same 4 spells. And even Caveman can't deal with that. Well, they can't hit her. No, they can't hit her at all. Her defense isn't... Oh, they're not getting through the mirror image. That's a lot of dead cavemen. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, the cavemen. This map, I believe, is made by Executor, and it's made with the army of the Battle of Westnoth map maker. So the map is inherently hex-based, but the provinces are not hexagonal. They're you make provinces in dominions with, you draw them effectively, and you created provinces by putting a single white pixel where you want it, and that defines a province. Beyond that, the hexagonal nature has nothing to do with how dominions works. But it's a Westnoth map. These are the classic little bits of art available with Westnoth, and it's a very quick way to make a good looking and functional map. This one is deliberately designed as a east-west wrap and designed for dueling. Oh, I need to exit my turn and come back in so that I don't pull them up. I don't think this is a map from the actual game. It's a created map using the editor, because I don't remember any map in Westnoth that would have had a weird thing like an island floating over here. We could always ask Executor, or I can look it up. So a couple of important details. Myself as Omniscience, I have an isolated province with no connections. And then in the setup, we put 1 throne here because the Clockwork bot must have thrones defined to generate a game, but we don't really want a throne win, so this throne has no connections, basically cannot be taken. It's just a workaround to get a conquest victory. So hopefully that answers all your questions. Well, I think Lucid is going to need to pull a rabbit out of a hat, or this could go bad. Although I've made odd predictions in these games like that before that haven't turned out so well. Okay, nobody has any forts up. Income is getting quite close. Gem income. Okay, some successful searching on the part of Nabah. And research, well, Nabah is far, far ahead because Lucid has not done any research yet. So there we go. Dominion, Nabah's doing quite well. And of course, army side is mostly Lucid, but Nabah's picking it up here. So I think we've covered all of that stuff. Yeah, but this definitely didn't work. Just plain Velites was not enough to do Lizard Warriors. And I know from lots of talk with Lucid, he's very careful about Lizard Warriors. You know, they can really wreck your day. They hit very hard. Now, I think he hoped he could break them with enough javelins. It's going to be interesting, Rossi. Definitely. You may have missed, there was a bit of a turnaround just 2 turns ago, or was it 3? Nabah threw a Malika here at a fort under construction for Lucid and destroyed it. So now we don't. Here's another fort under construction. So another chance for a risk. if he's going to try that same maneuver again. Should just check my messages. Yeah. Okay, I think we've checked all these. Check these, check that. What was this one? Oh, we missed this one. Yeah, lizards and cold scale too. Oh, okay, that didn't quite work, and all it killed was some long dead. Darius. But that was tricky, so where did that occur? Okay, so that's it. Turns up. Whoa, it's all on Naba this turn. I have to back out here and come back in. Well, it takes time for them to fatigue out. But, oh, we got some interesting things. Let's work our way along the map. So what have we got here? Naba tried to take some barbarians with a few Gen guards. Oh, we didn't have Sheik still. He didn't blast. Where the heck is his? Did he forget to bring a? Looks like he forgot to bring a priest. He did. Whoops. Oh my gosh. Well, that hurt, not having his jam guard blessed. Yes, sir. That hurt a lot. Wow. Okay. A bit of a glitch there. Well, where were those ice? Was that last turn? I won't be able to go back and look at it. Sorry about that. Okay, what happened here? Ooh, okay. Another Lucid maneuver. Look at that PD dump. That's a big PD dump. 29. 29 PD. Plus a fairly decent army. And a fairly small army on the part of Naba. Wowzer. Okay, and then down here, what's this? Amalika took out some independence. Okay, so initiative is kind of turned a little, but we've got another Malika here putting the squeeze on Lucid's capital. But he's definitely putting the squeeze on Lucid's capital. So what did he lose here? 5 Gen guards, some camels, some desert warriors. Much of that's his start army. These are the 5 remaining desert warriors from his start army. I think these are the 7 camels from the start army, other than the Jan guards. And again, did he forget to bring something to bless with? Nope, he's got the prophet here. Oh, but the prophet gets killed. Well. Oh, look at that. The cavalry went past him. The cavalry went past his front line. And they get the prophet. Well, we could see why this went bad. Look at that prophet take those guys. He just about did it. But he's about to lose to a hit point route. Yes, sir. There was just too much to kill, and the prophet doesn't get away. Okay. All right. Well, we sure can't fault them for a lack of aggression. There's aggression going on here. Saw that Malika. So we know there's a third Malika around. Maybe it popped back for home. The third one, though, didn't have gear when we saw it last turn. So it probably popped back for home to get gear. Okay, I don't see too much else here. We looked at that one. That's really nothing too significant to see. We saw that one. It's pretty obvious that was just too much to try to kill. He did a good job. The prophet tanked those heavy cavalry quite nicely. It almost made it. But the army was just too small for the job. And this one here, it just looks like the critical issue is missing a priest. All right, somebody is talking to me. Nothing too important. Okay, good. Do we have any comments in the chat for the game? We do not. All right, Lucid is just playing fast and furious and not talking. Not talking. He may come talk later. So we are on turn 12. Do we see Grand Thaumaturge? I don't think that's his pretender. Might have wanted to take a look here and see if there's any changes to the bless. If the pretender came out for Lucid. Let's see if has he got anything to bless with here? Centurions. Oh, there's a cultist. Okay. So let's watch that cultist. See if it casts bless. Here he is. See if there's been a change to the bless to indicate that the pretender... Okay. So the bless... No, it's still fire and undead leadership. So there's been no change there. So if he's got an incarnate part of the bless, it hasn't come out yet. But he might have gone imprisoned. His scales are very good. All right. Well, I think we've learned everything we want to learn there, and there's a new turn. Oh, okay. Some push from Sceleria. Some push from Nabah. His game plan might be apostasy. 4.6% per turn. What's the 4.6% chance it succeeds? It might be his play. That's the one that steals enemy secrets, right? Like effectively charms them. Or is it like an enslaved mind? I can't remember. Anyways, what have we got for messages? All right, let's take a look here. Okay, so counterattack by Lucid, but no significant thing of any kind to deal with for Nabah. Nabah takes this with just camels. But he got in the commanders previously. What do we got? The Malika. He did that thing that bring the scout in his bait again. Yeah. This will be... Ooh, look at the size of this PD dump. Look at the size of that PD dump. And it didn't work. It did not work. PD dump against the Fire Shield Malika is not working. It is not working. Oh, that's the DRN chance is 4.6. So it's, yeah, so it's on the -9 line, I believe, is 4.6, right? If I'm doing my math. And you're taking the 18 MR of the Malika or the 18 MR? No, the Malika are much better than 18. You're taking the 18 MR of the Janguard. My gosh, that's a lot of dudes that are all about to die. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. This is fun. I figured that was 50 PD. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a lot of PD. That's a lot of gold. Look at that. Well, what's she at? I mean, it's not a defense tank, but the protection of 25 plus temper flash. And a long weapon, so she could be repelling too. Let's take a look. I'll just zip down. Is she getting repels? Do you see any repels here? We don't have a lot of time to review this, but... Oh, it's basically just protection tanking. Just protection tanking. I'll have a look here, Ruffsy. He took very good scales, but I don't believe magic. But we'll go take a look here. No, sir. They're very good scales. I mean, this is a scales build, obviously. Well, but he has MR on his blast, right? We pop back out. It is a repeller, but I just didn't see any repels. But that's a big log, so Maybe in the earlier part of the fight when the log's not so big, we'll see some repels. Anyways, so magic resistance to 3 here for the blast. So what have we got? Magic power. Heroic ability gives her another 2. We missed that. Iron Will. Oh, she's got Iron Will. Well, that's why. And then the bonus for scale. Ooh. Magic power boosts MR. Does it? Well, well, well. Thank you. Forgot about that. Anyways, I'm going to just see a little bit. Oh, the turn's up. So I'll go out and get the new turn. No, it's not up. I bet. Okay, let's take another look and see if we can spot any repels here, because we don't have anything else we critically need to watch. So I'll do this super fast. Actually, I'm just going to hit the N key a few times. All right, now let's go look. Ranged attack, ranged attack. Whacked him with the Albertamite. Javelin, 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 spear. Don't see any repel. Oh. Morale negated repel. Okay. That was a long dead. So what else? Any other repels? No other repels that I can see yet. It will be. He's going to need counter thugs. All right, let's take another look here. Down towards the bottom. Do we see much for repels? I'm not. Just quick scan here. I'm not seeing repels. I'm seeing them just hitting and not penetrating. Yeah, they could get dust daggers. Yeah, I imagine. But the question is, if we have a look, let's see if Lucid started researching. Well, he's just barely started researching. Just a wee tiny bit. So income graph. Okay, Naba's taken ahead. Forts. Naba got up a fort. Sceleria has not got up a fort. Provinces. Naba is getting substantially ahead. Gem income. He's significantly ahead. Research way ahead. Dominion. Significantly ahead. And army size, not too amazing. So, okay. Now, what do we have happening here? That was just trivial PD. So that Malika landed on trivial PD. And these guys we already looked at just had to chase leaderless barbarians. So I think we've covered everything. Yes, sir. This little trick of bringing the scout along, this is a good move. That's a really good move. I don't know what he'd put them on. I mean, earlier than Banes would be Black Servants, maybe, or something, but he's got to get some research. I don't know. I'm not an expert on Sceleria, so I really couldn't tell you. It is a good burning question, but sensor? Maybe just a sensor, yeah. Perhaps. Well, yeah, like where the heck are the Malika gonna go? You gotta spread them all over the place. Because those Malika are fast, right? Let's just take a quick look here. What's their battle move? They fly with a map move at 22. They're all over the place. If you stuff too much chaff, it's really hard to get your counter thugs actually around the thug. I've seen that plenty of times, especially with slow moving thugs like Banes. You know, they don't cross the battle map very quickly. Well, fascinating. Fascinating. By the way, I'm actually in the open voice channel if anybody wants to drop by voice here. You're welcome to. I might have to muck about and make sure that the audio is adapted. I never thought to mention it. You can't figure it out, Loggy? Well, it is interesting. So you don't think it's a Grand Thaumaturge, or a thaumaturge. Does he get that option of a thaumaturge? I never thought to look. Tools and manuals, middle age, Sceleria. So does he get any? What does he get in the rainbows? Frostfall, the gray one, Great Sage Crone, Lich and Master Lich. Yeah. So we're not seeing his pretender yet, which I think. Yeah, no problem, obviously. Well, you're welcome to drop by another time. I'm guessing he went imprisoned because we're on turn at here. This is 13. So a dormant god would have come out. So he went imprisoned. A very cheap bless. Because so far, I mean, it wouldn't make a heck of a lot of sense because Lucid kind of has done enough of these to. He was making forts on both of those provinces, the two that were taken. Both forts. Oh my gosh. Well, yes, we knew he was making a fort here. I saw that the previous turn. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, this is painful. This is painful. His infinite chaff just can't deal with the Malika. They don't even really fatigue out. I thought they might fatigue out. We could check in this one and just see how far her fatigue goes. We just punch a whole bunch of turns ahead. Okay, I'll punch a few more. All right, so what's her fatigue at? Oh, where is she? There she is. 44, yeah, even after all that. He said he lost 2 forts. Did he make a comment in the text channel? I didn't look. Yeah, so, I mean, even after all of that, and she's broken most of the army already, and she's still only sitting at 44 fatigue. So even trying to fatigue play, it's going to be hard. She doesn't have any cold resist, but he's not, like, his candles aren't spreading. So he hasn't spread cold very far. And the has heat. Wow. Okay. Well, we're just waiting on Lucid for his turn. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Okay, I think I'm going to do a little bio break. Put my away screen on for a minute so you don't hear a lot of noises. Okay, I'm back. Funny you get in habits. Oh, did he call it? Where did he call it? I didn't see that. Ah, okay. Okay, guys. Wow, that was awesome. That was quite exciting. Great play, Barcaii. And Lucid did a good job. It's just he just didn't have those. Malika came out faster than I expected. I think we saw the first one on turn 5. So Good. Yeah, I just dropped over to the text chat. So I'll be shutting down the stream, but this went quick, and I think I'm going to stream something else here in just a few minutes. I just have to decide what it is. So keep your eyes peeled. But I'm going to shut the stream and start another one so that I can redo the name and that other kind of stuff. Because I've noticed if people drop in and my title says it's a Dominions duel and I'm off playing Red Dead or something, they get kind of confused. So thanks a bunch. Big crowd. Nice chatty visit. And just a last minute thing. If you aren't subscribed, do me a favor and subscribe. I'm trying to get up to the magic 1,000. Second thing is more dueling is coming up. There's 3 duels basically ready to go from the full series. So let's bring the full bracket over. So Sabelcat is coming up here right away, one of our guests. And he's playing against Dark Wolf. Gaydad and Ben Sphinx are coming up right away. And yeah, that'd be great, Rav. His times work good for me. This is his early evening. Thanks, Jacob. You're welcome. And which are the other ones? That Holiday, Dota, and Latch are almost organized. They just haven't made their final picks. So those are the first 3 that are pretty much ready to go. And now I think some of them are going to be a slower format, not a live stream. And some of them I won't be doing Omni because they want to play at times of the day that aren't appropriate for me.